Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are diving into a very crucial topic for the first time NaNoWriMo attempters and doers. So it's a very interesting topic, and even those who are writing their new book and have not yet planned it out or have not sparked the story idea, this topic is going to be very useful for such people also. Today we are going to explore the world of genres and subgenres. I'll be giving you some tips and ideas so that you can actually pick up the perfect genre and subgenre to write your new book on. And it would be a perfect fit for your upcoming novel, which you're going to write down in November month of NaNoWriMo 2022. In case you are new to NaNoWriMo, which I'm expecting you are, because this topic would be for the new participants mostly. So NaNoWriMo is a National Novel Writing Month 2023, which happens in US, and it is open for everyone around the globe, and everybody and anybody can participate to complete their book and novel, because the spirit and the vibes are such that actually you get into the mode of writing very effectively, very nicely and very consistently. So the whole month actually can be dedicated to this particular task. And for this, I can help you with some suggestions about genres and subgenres in today's video. You all know the goal of writing a novel is to complete 50,000 words in 30 days. So it's a big thing. And if you're clear with your genre and subgenre, it would be very helpful to you to progress further in the story idea. Now, the first question arises, why does the genre matter so much for NaNoWriMo? Genre is very important. You can just not have a vague idea about your novel. You have to be very focused about your novel, and genre helps you to focus and concentrate on the topic of your novel. With the genre, actually you create a target audience. It is directly related to your target audience, and the genre also gives you a roadmap for your story. The clearer is your genre, the better and more perfect and focused is your story. And once the genre is very clear and the story is up to the mark as per the genre, it's a perfect fit as per the genre, it makes the whole experience of reading that particular story highly enjoyable by the target audience. All in all, everything falls into the right place when the genre is very clear and right. So today's my motto of the video is to make you acquainted with some of the very popular and some of the easy, the first time doers genres which you can pick up for your story idea in the upcoming month. Now, the first and foremost, the most easy and the first one to approach is fantasy. Fantasy, I refer to a world of magic, myths, creatures, a lot of imaginative stuff, and it also includes epic adventures. Now, fantasy is a very broad genre. It has many subgenres. The subgenres of fantasy can be high fantasy, urban fantasy, then magical realism, and each and every subgenre have their own kind of magical vibe, and they add to the story with a twist. The next very good genre and one you can approach to for your first novel or writing part is scientific fiction. See, if all these technology things and all these kind of digital things, they fascinate you, if the space exploration fascinates you, if the speculative concepts, they fascinate you, then definitely you should go for the science fiction genre. The subgenres in this broad genre can be cyberpunk, space opera, and dystopian fiction. These are the subgenres of the broad science fiction genre. You can always go for romantic novels if you are interested in that genre. The various subgenres are contemporary, historical, paranormal, all these are all the subgenres for this broad genre of romance. And actually it may not be a very focused thing. You can actually depict a lot of relationships and their complexities, their different behaviors, natures, etc. So that is also, it has a wide target audience, and for your first novel you can definitely consider this broad genre. The next very nice and important genre is mystery and thriller. If that fascinates you and you're interested in writing, if you have that picture in your mind, you can definitely go for mystery and thriller kind of genres. If you like reading suspense, curiosity, intriguing natures, solving puzzles, mysteries, riddles, the basic subgenres in this broad genres, they are psychological mysteries, cozy mysteries, thriller mysteries, and also it includes detective fiction. You understand? Detective, sometimes it can involve criminal also, but mostly it is detective, adventurous, thriller fiction. Next important genre which many people might be interested is historical fiction. You can actually transport and transfer your target audience in another time and place or past time and places, especially in the historical era. And its basic subgenres, they are Regency, another one kind of is Regency romance, then World War II fiction, that is a very popular genre, then historical fantasy. These are some important popular genres. Now these were the most popular genres that I was talking about. This was a list of the most important popular fantasy fiction genres. But then if you are like me and you want to start off, like my first book was non-fiction. It was not fiction. Because my interests are like that and my studies are like that I am not very fascinated with fiction ideas. I am more prone to writing non-fiction. Definitely you can write non-fiction as your first book, and it will be a wonderful idea to begin with the non-fiction. The wonderful ideas about non-fiction can be science, then it can be history, it can be about some problem solving, self-help guides, and cooking. And cooking is a very broad genre, so there are many sub-genres like baking, etc. You can pick up a particular specific type of cooking and go about it. You can go for a region-based cooking, especially what you have in your local areas, those kind of food stuff. Then cooking is a very broad genre. Like I have you can actually make thousands of sub-genres in one this big genre. Then you can go for children books, coloring, a kind of teaching books, educational books. And educational books is a very broad genre which you can write about some essay writing, some kind of poetry, stories, and like books, 50,000 words, you can write any kind of book. These are some wonderful ideas that I'm giving you. You can write multiple stories, short stories, all compiled up in one book. You can write a poetry book. You can write out children educational books about essay writing, creative writing, and there are so many educational topics you can talk about. Speaking, English speaking, language teaching, spoken languages, and lot many things they are which you can write books upon. So all these are non-fiction. Whatever does not involve imagination but facts, education, science basis, which is all close to the realism, that is all non-fiction. And there should be some very good basis references for your non-fiction books. If you have wonderful references and you're focused with your topic, it's most of the times it does better than a fiction book. The fiction is a very easy thing to start off because that's cooking up a story. But if you cannot, you have a logical thinking, you have a scientific background, I would definitely suggest you go for a non-fiction writing book like me, and that would be a very satisfying thing to do so. Pick up your own subject, whatever you want to teach, whatever you have learned in your life, and start writing about it. 50,000 words is nothing when you have so much in your mind to talk about, to educate, and to share with other people. Okay, so these were a very good talk about genres and sub-genres. Now, how do you choose the right genre for you? I've given you some tips, few more tips you can actually follow. First of all, you have to pick up what you like to read and what are your interests. Just write them down 1, 2, 3, 4 in the form of your priorities, and then pick up the first priority or second. Don't go beyond your third priority. First, second, third, they are the best priorities to pick up for your first book. because that is the thing you're passionate about and you enjoy yourself, so you can write better about it. Second important point, you should research about your thing. When you have picked up one thing, then do some research. That will add a lot of value, a finishing touch to your book. You have to understand what your target audience expect out of you and about your book. If you get their nerve right, then definitely your book will be very much enjoyed by your target audience and it will be in one of the best-selling lists. Last but not the least, after doing everything, follow your heart. Don't forget you're passionate about that topic, and whatever you feel like you want to share, do it the maximum. Write your heart out in your first book, because that is what you have to communicate with people. Sometimes communication is not via words. People are not very good at talking, but they're very good at writing, expressing themselves through their words, through their written words. And that's what you have to do when you write your first book. Now, last but not the least, I would like you to comment about your favorite genre which you want to write about in this November month of NaNoWriMo, and you're thinking of writing about, or you have planned, or if you have not planned, then you can now plan after watching this video. And with this positive thought in mind, we wrap up our talk and exploration about genres and subgenres. I hope you have a great time exploring different kind of genres and picking up the best one according to yourself in your first novel or in your new novel of this upcoming month of NaNoWriMo. Never forget, the most important thing is that you have to enjoy the process, you have to have fun and embrace your writing process. The more you do that, the better the book gonna be. If you find some points and a lot of things of value in this particular video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel at the same time. Stay tuned for more Preptober ideas, NaNoWriMo tips and inspiration. Until next video, happy genre hunting and exploring. I'll see you soon. Till then, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.